أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. इस वक्त there is a need to discuss how the children should cope up with the current situations. And we know the current situation is all about the lockdown, all about the coronavirus, all about the closure of schools. But the very first thing we need to understand with respect to this question is that we should not say what could be the role, what could be the responsibility of a children, particularly those of school children. That is actually given to the fact that children tend to be children. So putting a kind of responsibility upon their shoulders seems quite injustice to do with them. So in all these situations, the majority of the responsibility lies upon the parents, upon the guardians. We can in a way tend to advise and counsel the child with respect to his studies. That's all we can do. Modern trends of education, they are so much flexible and student friendly that students are not left under any kind of burden. They're left free to think, free to write, free to read. And in a way, there needs to be a mechanism by virtue of which we can understand the child and what lies deep inside his nature, how his thought patterns are, what things lies his interests, preferences and choices. It's with respect to all these things, one molds, nourishes and finishes the child. Now in this lockdown period, we need to think that we need to take extra care of our child. By extra care, I mean to say that we should keep strict vigil upon the child. He should not be left, beyond your eyes. Each day, one should get the child to himself and ask him about his day, and ask him how far he has spent time with his books. And even if he might have learned nothing, he might have understood nothing. By doing this, I mean to say that we should try to look into the activities of our child. We should be fully aware of the fact where lies the interests of our child, with whom he is spending his day, and where there needs an amendment. That's very important. And students also should try to understand, since nowadays the students are not that much, beyond the level of understanding. So they too deserve a kind of good mental makeup. Given to the circumstances, situations and the developments, particularly in the lifestyles, in the information, communication and technology. So children should also understand the fact that their parents, their guardians know the best. And they know the best, much best than the child, than himself. So in this context, child or the children should put their full trust and belief in their parents. And the parents might be demanding at times some specific activities, some specific habitual behaviors from their children, and children should never ever feel low, feel dim about fulfilling all those things from their from the parents. That's very important. They should spend much of their time with the books, even if they might be getting nothing out of that. and they should also keep the good company with whom they might be, hanging over. All those children should be of good nature, and they should always remain away from the bad habits. And they should, from the very beginning, try to have a very good kind of lifestyle. They should not sleep too much. They should not wake up late in the morning. They should they should they should perform. I mean to say that the good habits, and they should perform the salah each day. They should go to the masjid. They should read the Quran. Okay, and they should particularly read the newspapers. They should discuss things with their parents and guardians. And with all these things under the supervision of parents, I hope that children will be okay, and if not, they will perform the best, but they will keep themselves intact, alive, and consistent with the situations. I hope every children out there is safe. I wish them all the best. You be okay, we are okay. You are not okay, the nation is not okay. In your future lies the future of our nation. So I'm humbly requesting you that to take good care of yourself, to take good care of your studies, of your health, of your habits, because they have a lot to do with the whole of our society. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum.